principal investigator of the KAUST Advanced Semiconductor Lab. His research in ultrawide bandgap materials and next-generation device integration ranks among the top internationally, and he has played a central role in semiconductor initiatives. Please welcome Professor Lee.
The International Semiconductor Executive Summit's Middle East welcomes to the stage Dr. Xiaoheng Li, Associate Professor and Associate Director at King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, KAUST. Professor Li is Principal Investigator of the KAUST Advanced Semiconductor Lab and Founding Task Force Chair of the Technology Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program, also serving as Associate Director of the International Innovation Hub. He earned his PhD in Electrical Engineering from Georgia Tech, receiving the Edison Prize. His world-leading research on ultrawide bandgap semiconductor epitaxy devices and integration ranks top 3 globally for a decade.
A Stanford and Elsevier top 2% scientist and award-winning IEEE contributor,
He leads major semiconductor initiatives and advises multi-million to billion-dollar global projects. His topic of discussion will be on ultrawide bandgap, ALAN semiconductor, beyond SiC and GaN.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me here. I have really enjoyed all the discussion and listening of the presentation in the last couple of days. And also, it's my first time to be Oman. It's a wonderful and beautiful country, and I definitely look forward to have more collaboration from this summit. So today, I think my original title was to focus on the ultra-wide bandgap aluminum nitride semiconductor beyond GaN and silicon carbide. But I think after I talked to a lot of new friends and colleagues here, I realized that maybe not everyone is familiar with KAUST, and therefore I would like to also give some introduction to KAUST as well, because I feel that KAUST is a great, actually, one of the great partner potentially for many of you thinking of moving to this region. Yeah, so a little fact about KAUST. So KAUST is a young university focusing on science and technology, starting in 2009. But it's actually the first mixed-gender university in Saudi Arabia, and where men and women can actually study in the same classroom. And nowadays, we are seeing a lot of Saudi universities catching up, implementing this mixed-gender policy. So from KAUST to Muscat, it's about 2.5-hour flight, and there are multiple direct flights each day. And we are about 1 hour north of the airport of Jeddah, and Jeddah is the kind of like gateway to Mecca and Medina, to holy cities in Saudi Arabia, and therefore we are very well connected in terms of international travel. And KAUST has about 200 faculty members, about 3,000 students and researchers, and it's a very international campus. All of these people actually come from over 110 countries. So it's actually like a small United Nation indeed. And also in the past several years, our scholarly citation per faculty has been ranking #1 in the world consistently. And also we have been ranking about top 25 in nanotechnology by US News in the last few years as well. So yeah, here at KAUST not only is a university with a lot of research and teaching activities, but also we are a very active communities as well. So everyone pretty much live within the community, and we have a lot of events in the community. Earlier, Dr. Abdullah from SEMC was an outstanding alumni of KAUST as well. So, and also in the last 3 years or so, KAUST has ranked #1 in the Arab world, and this is an achievement that we are very proud of, and we certainly hope that the achievement at KAUST can inspire more collaborators and more friends from over the world to collaborate with us. So I see a lot of friends from the startup community. So KAUST is a young university, right? So we still have a rather nascent ecosystem in the investment in the startup community. However, we have so far supported about more than 400 startups, and all of these 400 startups have raised about $1 billion in investment and generate about $925 million and employ about over 6,000 people in the kingdom. So at KAUST, we welcome collaboration with startup at all kinds of stages. So we have an open funnel pipeline starting from like awareness and education towards KAUST, but also towards the entire Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as well as the GCC region, because many startups, if they are from outside, they are not necessarily familiar with the ecosystem in the region. But also we do a lot of education and awareness campaign within the kingdom for young entrepreneurs domestically as well. So here also we have different launching programs for startup, including the Venture Studio program and also the Technology Innovation Entrepreneurship Master program that we started a few years ago. And also we have accelerator called Takadam, and right now annually we have a big event in Riyadh where we invite a lot of investors and stakeholders in the startup ecosystem to participate and select the top 10 deep tech startup. Also, we work closely with different ministries and partners here for different programs such as ScaleX, such as Next Era. I'm sure that some of you have actually participated in or have heard of those programs. And also we are welcome as one of the earliest backer of deep tech startup in the kingdom. We are very well connected to different investor network in the kingdom as well. So all of that, I think, form a really nice pipeline for many of you, no matter where you are from, to actually participate into the deep tech revolution in the kingdom and in the region. So KAUST has also been one of the earliest deep tech investor at KAUST in the kingdom. We have our own venture fund, and we target both very early stage seed funding, stage startup, but also we have follow on early stage startup as well. I know that many of you are from like very fast-growing companies, but if some of you are thinking about moving to the region, to the kingdom, with some early stage ideas and prototype, you are very welcome to connect to us to scale your ideas in the kingdom. So for the larger corporations, we have another program called KAUST Industry Collaboration Program, KICP. It's a membership-based attraction program to actually increase and expand engagement with KAUST. So right now, we have about 28 members. As you can see here, many of them are very large Fortune 100 companies. And through engagement with KAUST, so they can access KAUST IP, research facilities, researchers, and also the network of KAUST in the deep tech domain, not just in semiconductors, but in all the other important deep tech areas as well. So in addition to having a beautiful campus on the shore of the Red Sea in Saudi Arabia, we also have 4 locations globally. This is to align with our new strategy of not just excelling at doing research, but also try to push towards more commercialization, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So right now we have an office in Riyadh, where is the epicenter of innovation entrepreneurship in the kingdom. But also we have a hub in Shenzhen, China, operational since late 2023. And we are going to build one hub in the UK and one hub in the US in the coming years as well. So as you work with KAUST, you will be able to access all of these resources brought by our international offices as well. So let's talk about semiconductor, which is my favorite topic, as one of the mafia, as Salah mentioned on day one. So KAUST has a very strong presence in the semiconductor research. We have about 25 faculty or so. And in this 25 faculty group, we have about 400 researchers, students, and staff. So I believe that this is actually the largest cluster of semiconductor researchers in the GCC region. And then all of these researchers target a lot of important applications to the kingdom and to the region, from the Red Sea, sustainability, space, smart city, AI, health, security, so on and so forth. So in terms of the research, we carry on a lot of important research areas. There are a lot of talks about sensors, which is something we are doing. Also power electronics and silicon photonics, solar cells, memoristors, neuromorphic computing, RF devices, and so on and so forth. So if you come to KAUST, you will see a lot of very active researchers with different important areas to pursue. And all of these areas are well aligned with the RDIA pillars. Earlier, Dr. Ahmad talked about the RDIA and the Semiconductor Initiative. So that include energy, health awareness, sustainability, and economies of the future, and so on. And our research are frequently highlighted by prestigious journals, conferences, and awards. As I mentioned earlier, we have been ranking about top 25 in the last few years in nanoscience and nanotechnology by US News. So in terms of infrastructure, KAUST has a well-established and well-run facility, which is a nanofabrication core lab. And here in the audience, I have my colleague, Ken Kennedy. He's the director of the NanoFab Core Lab. And so the Core Lab has various facilities for prototyping, right? I think this is important for researchers, but also for startup companies at different stages. So here's a video that I would like to go through. Hopefully it'll give you a quick idea about the Core Lab facilities, especially in nanofabrication.
KAUST Core Labs and Research Infrastructure offers the university and Saudi Arabia's research community cutting-edge technologies, expertise, state-of-the-art facilities, and a wide range of training. Now let's explore the core. The KAUST Nanofabrication Core Lab consists of world-class lab space, including 2,000 square meters of clean room facilities, a microfluidics lab, and a thin film deposition lab. Our lab is dedicated to advancing science in Saudi Arabia and around the world. Our clean room service areas include metrology and bonding, etching, deposition and thermal processing, and lithography and mask making. In the lab, users fabricate and characterize a wide variety of structures and devices at the nano and micro scale for many applications, such as laser diodes, biosensors, solar cells, supercapacitors, transistors, flexible electronics, spintronic devices, and others. Through working with users, our scientists help them realize their ideas and designs. Our team assists with planning process flows and trains users to safely use the lab's highly complex equipment. The safety of our staff and users is our priority. Our team provides vital support in taking care of the facilities and ensuring that the lab is compliant with safety standards and regulations. Our microfluidics facility offers various fabrication techniques, measuring, sensing, and platforms for experiments specific to the field's latest developments. The Thin Films Lab has various physical and chemical vapor deposition and characterization facilities to support fundamental and applied research. We offer film thicknesses ranging from a few monolayers to hundreds of nanometers. Our scientists and engineers are highly specialized and have vast nanofabrication experience in both research and industry. They complete thousands of user trainings each year. Over their careers, our team members have co-authored hundreds.
Okay, yeah. So at KAUST NanoFab Cleanroom, we can fabricate different devices from simple one to very sophisticated one. So this is a structure that my group recently fabricated. It's actually the most stacked hybrid CMOS to date. So it has like more than 40, 50 interfaces, and this structure was entirely fabricated in a KAUST nanofabrication cleanroom. So at KAUST, we also offer education and training together with other partners in the kingdom from the IC design and testing, simulations, equipment training, and IC fabrication, and so on and so forth. So if you want to establish a presence in the region, you are very welcome to talk to us and also other partners here regarding the education and training. So, and also at KAUST, we're very proud that we are part of the pioneer to start the semiconductor ecosystem in the kingdom and the region. Actually, back in 2021, there was almost no one talking about semiconductor in the public domain in the region. By that time, we were honored to work with KAUST, especially Dr. Ahmad Al-Fafi here, to start the first Future of Semiconductor Forum. And this forum has been the flagship event in semiconductor in the kingdom since then, and it's drawn a very large crowd as well. And certainly, we hope that to engage with you in the future too. So, and also at KAUST, we are working very closely with the National Lab of Saudi Arabia, King Abdullah City of Science and Technology, KAUST, to discuss collaboration, especially to build this National Capability Center for Semiconductor. The goal is to have the full value chain from the basic research all the way to applied research and then to innovation and commercialization. Okay, so let's talk about aluminum nitride. Okay, so there are many excellent talks about silicon carbide and GaN, and I'm also a researcher on GaN as well, from LEDs, lasers, now to gallium nitride HEMT transistors. But if you look at the bandgap of different semiconductors, right, from silicon, germanium, indium phosphide, gas, gallium nitride, and silicon carbide, you look at, I mean, the largest bandgap actually belongs to aluminum nitride. Right? The aluminum nitride belongs to a group called ultrawide bandgap semiconductor. So that group includes aluminum nitride, gallium oxide, diamond, maybe cubic boron nitride as well. So basically, when you go for larger bandgap, you know that you actually gain in multiple fronts, right? One is that the material will have more capability in extreme environment. But also, if you look at this, R-on versus a breakdown voltage, when you move to higher bandgap, you actually can gain higher breakdown voltage or lower on resistance, right? Which is important for the efficiency of the power system, or both. So this is a primary driver for GaN and silicon carbide replacing silicon, and we believe that in the future, the aluminum nitride, and other ultra-wide bandgap semiconductor will play a very important role in power electronics. So, and also one advantage of aluminum nitride is that it's actually in the same family as gallium nitride, right? In the last 20 years, 25 years or so, the gallium nitride-based solid-state lighting, LEDs, lasers, and so on, have fostered a very well-established gallium nitride ecosystem, right? So when you switch from gallium nitride to aluminum nitride, you will actually enjoy similar epitaxy and fabrication facilities. And also aluminum nitride has higher thermal conductivity and can withstand a much harsher environment than GaN because of the much larger bandgap. And also aluminum nitride can offer superior optical transparency down to about 200 nanometers. So if you want to integrate electronic devices with optical devices for high-density systems, aluminum nitride is actually has great capability with GaN, but also offer additional benefits. So talking about the harsh environment, a couple of years ago, we published a work in advanced function material where we actually have demonstrated the highest temperature piezoelectric sensor to date. So as you can see from here, the aluminum nitride wafer the sensors developed in our lab can reach a maximum temperature about 900 degrees Celsius. And while gallium nitride will stop at about 600 degrees Celsius because the small bandgap cannot handle the increasing intrinsic carrier concentration at high temperature. So this shows that aluminum nitride is actually can handle very high temperature. This might be beneficial to power electronics as well, because then potentially you can use less cooling compared to the other smaller bandgap materials. So here at KAUST, we have been working on aluminum nitride-based power semiconductors in the last few years. So one of the achievements we have made is that we have demonstrated the first aluminum nitride MOSFET. So MOSFET is probably one of the most important transistor structures in power electronics. And as you can see from the first transistor, which was invented at Bell Lab in 1947, there was a point contact transistors. Since then, a lot of the MOSFET and MESFET and HEMT has been invented based on different materials, gas, silicon carbide, and GaN, and so on. And we are very honored to actually demonstrate the first aluminum nitride MOSFET. We believe that this technology platform can play a very important role in the future power semiconductor. Another work that we do at KAUST is that we have a good epitaxy facility on silicon, because GaN on silicon is now becoming a very important technology. And then we are also actively developing aluminum nitride on silicon as well. So far, on the planar silicon, we have realized the best quality compared to the reports by other universities and research institutions. Another work that we do is that because when you develop aluminum nitride-based power and RF devices, the contact resistance is very important. You want to bring down the contact resistance as much as possible. That's related to the overall efficiency. So recently, we have achieved the lowest contact resistivity on the pure aluminum nitride. Yeah, 1 minute, yeah. So the last work that we have achieved recently is at the breakdown, right? You know that for silicon carbide and GaN, the breakdown is a couple of megavolt per centimeter or so. But when you switch from GaN and silicon carbide to aluminum nitride, in our work, we have realized the aluminum nitride Schottky barrier diode with breakdown over 12 megavolt per centimeter, right? So this is actually one of the records for the breakdown in terms of power semiconductors. So those are still early studies, and we hope to continue to develop the aluminum nitride-based power electronics technology. So in summary, in this talk, I have introduced KAUST to you, and you are very welcome to come and visit KAUST, and also you are very welcome to collaborate with us on aluminum nitride technology and all the other semiconductor technologies. And thank you again very much for this conference.